Hey guys, welcome back in. I'll continue this permadeath. See if I can get a couple bases built here. So, I think I'll probably start off with the NipNip farm. And go from there. I think I have enough already in stock, so I shouldn't have to stop and go pick any or anything like that. So, let's see. Just getting the stream thing set up here. Alright. I do want to take a peek at what the resources are. I think I may look around a little bit more on this this Forsaken planet. I would like to get like a rusted metal and cobalt combination together for those. So I may mess around with that a little bit. Right, I know I'm gonna have silver here. Phosphorus and silver here. I'm gonna have just copper here. I can't remember what's on this ice planet. Oh, the ice planet's gonna have NipNip, that's right. Alright. For some reason I keep thinking there's 5 planets in this system. So we're gonna... all this crap is marked now. Alright. There's my base. I want to make sure I land kind of over in the corner here. I'm not trying to build too close. Now I had, what, a gas over here? I may want to take a run over there and see what else is there. I do want to see if there's maybe a mineral here too. Check the animals too. Nothing over that way. If I were to go over there like a couple hundred units and scan again, something would probably pop up. But it's probably not going to be worth it because it'd probably be dioxide or copper. So, but I do have a gas thing here. So I'm gonna actually see if I can find out what that is. That's going to be off the side of a cliff, so I'm actually just going to do, I'm just going to use floors to build out my, to extend my borders here. It's going to be straight that way. Alright, so that's going to change. What I want to do is kind of go right in the middle where this thing changes. So right about here. I'll probably have to change the angle of this at some point also, but do this to get started. Not gonna have to go out too far.
Protection falling.
Over. Maybe somewhere in this area. Radon. It's not what I wanted. I was hoping it would be oxygen. Actually, you use radon for storm crystals, don't you? Not storm crystal, frostworth, don't you? Oh no, it's dioxide. Oh, actually, if I'm doing NipNip here, I should do some of this gut rot also. So I might end up doing 3 biodomes. I don't think if radon's actually used in any plants. I don't think it is. It isn't. Alright. So I'm not even going to bother with radon because it's kind of a useless plant. Or gas, rather. It's useful later on in the game, but early game it really isn't worth having. Try to remember to scan some animals too. Yeah, I was hoping that would be oxygen, because oxygen is good to have, always good to have, even in the late game, it's valuable. Alright. So that's one's a loss. I know I have electric here though. Remember where all my stuff is. Alright. This is what I'm gonna have to build out quite a bit more. I'm gonna actually stretch my boundary here for this rather. Yeah, floors are 7 by 7 units, so that kind of gives you an idea of how far out to go. Just gonna keep doing it like this and make the adjustment left and right if I have to. I always stop a couple from the end. That way, if I accidentally delete one, I'm not gonna fall too far. Well, I have a place to land if I do fall, rather. Alright, so it's looking good straight ahead. Yeah, because I have the habit of copying stuff. If I accidentally hit delete, I don't want to go flying down. This will actually help stretch my boundary too. Like I'm already 225, so I'm stretching my boundary out a little bit more. Do it this way instead of using walls. And I can still keep going straight. So yeah, I never copy the floor I'm standing on. I have a habit of getting distracted, hitting the wrong trigger on the controller. Should have to adjust my stuff here soon. I'm surprised I'm actually still in a straight line for this. Right. About 12 more floors, I think, will get me pretty close. And what I'll do is I'll just leave my generator up in the air. Nobody will see it anyway. So it'll save me from going all the way down to the surface of the planet. So. Yeah, we'll have to go over a little. It's a B class, so I'll probably only need a couple generators. I'll do what I always do. I'll just try to get a decent reading on this. I'm already pretty good. Yeah, on Permadeath, you do want to make sure when you're out here like this, watch out for ships that go by, because they will knock you right off. So you just want to make sure you have a little bit of a jetpack so that you can land safely. Alright, so right there should be good. Now I think I'll be good with if I only put 2 of them out here, but I don't want to chance. Well, I can probably reach that from over there. I'm gonna get rid of that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a cube under this. One of these cranes. Drop it down. I'm just gonna glitch in 2 of these. That way, if I have an issue, seeing the wire, I can do a universal adjacency and glitch another one of these on here. I wanted to change the color on these though. Light blue. Like I like to make sure if I need to make adjustments, I like to make sure I have more than one reason or more than one way to get something in place. I think I'm just going to leave my floors here for now, though. I was going to run the wire over, but I've been having issues with wires disappearing, especially in a long distance like this. I like to connect everything all in one go. So, back over here. Trying to run down my life support so I can use life support gel. Fill it. So that's shouldn't be too far away. Okay, good. So all I would have to do is, when I run my wire over, I'll just terminate it, like 180 U out that way or something. And we have enough to reach here, and then it's only another 130 down to my building. And how much copper, how much carbon do I have? Oh, I got enough. I gotta jump out for a second here. Yeah, somebody out at my door. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Had a friend drop by, wanted to borrow something. So be all set now. Alright. What I'd like to do is incorporate this grave somehow. I'm probably just going to use a teleporter so people can teleport down to it. Which way is the NPC gonna face? Okay. So I'm just gonna back out. Oh, it gives it to me anyway. I'm gonna actually do a reload. I didn't want to select that yet. Not that it matters, I just want to see which direction the NPC would face when I interact with it. That way I can try to put him on like a little platform. Yeah, it's my first time actually building like on top of the glyph, on top of the grave, so I just want to try to get it somewhat centered. Alright. Okay, so it'll be this direction. So I want to go up a little bit, I think, because I'm going to have 3 biodomes now. I need to take into account the left, right, and back. Actually, I'm pulling up a little cheat sheet thing here, because I don't know how much Vesium you get out of those plants. I'm probably going to have to go make some more Vesium. And I opened the wrong document. Let's see. Plants. There we go. Alright. Okay, so those only pay off 25. So, let me see here. 25 times 32. 32 so people can do at least 2 biodomes. Okay, I'm gonna need an extra 800 Vesium. I'm just shy of that. I'm gonna have to duplicate some Vesium. So I will have to go back to my base at some point and do that. Alright. What I'll probably do is get the NipNip planet, and I'll go work on the Vesium and recharge stuff. Stop yelling at me. Alright. Is this a solid object? Yeah, good. I don't know if this would be a solid object I could build on or not. I'm gonna try to get right on top of it though. That looks about right. And bring this up a couple. Something kind of like that. It's fairly centered. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, that'd be good enough. What I do like to do is just to add a little insurance. Just put one there. And actually, I'll just build it on this side. I'm gonna be in the way. I have to move my character. With a little pathway for people to walk down to get To the grave. That line up. There we go. Something kind of like that. It didn't dig in. I was worried about it digging in here. Just want to check to make sure that it kind of feels natural. Alright. Yep, something like that. I'll probably do something decorative down here. Maybe put up some flaming barrels or something like that. Gotta sink them down into the ground a little. I'll work on getting this set up though. And I hate it sometimes when my brain just starts working. I do things out of order. Something kind of like that. Actually, can I put it? What am I thinking here? Trying to think of doing railings. There it is. That's too high. I don't know what I'm thinking. There we go. Yeah, something like that. And what I'm going to want is one of those cubes again. Put that in the cache, duplicate that. Those. I don't know what I'm going to do for a roof here. Oh, actually, am I even going to be able to get under there? Oh, I will. Alright. That's what I was worried about. Not being able to get down here. Alright. I have to take into account that I'm going to have a landing pad too. So, it will go up. Probably just one more I think will be enough. I'm just going to use prefabs. And what I want to do is just check to make sure nothing digs into the ground. It's not going to make a huge issue, but I just like to make sure. Alright, so we'll dig in a little bit there, but that's not enough to really worry about. So that should be fine there. I just like to make sure everything is everything's going to fit together right before I start building everything. So that's going to be good. That's good. That's good. So, all right. Now I don't know how this is going to look. I'm going to bring these in one. Delete this outside one. Put that back in the middle. What happens when I open this? I don't know if they cut through the side too much or not. I'm just trying to get around using corridors. So, just move that over there. Okay, so it's not going to cut into the room at all. if I put my doors on, I'm gonna have to use 2 doors here. Just want to make sure I can access that. All right. I can do this without falling. I hate how the camera turns you around. Alright, so I'll be able to access that alright. So that's one way you can do this without doing corridors, so you can just walk in. You can actually hit the trigger from here. You don't have to actually walk very far. So I think that's what I'll do on all 3 sides. One thing I do want to do though is, because I'm going to end up deleting these biodomes and putting them back later, and put these here just to hold the placement. Or I could move the corridors too, and which is actually what I'm probably going to do. I like to have more than one little like backup thing. Actually, no, now that I think of it, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want to accidentally delete plants and not know about it. So I'm just going to stick down another one of these. I just like to have a backup of the backup. Alright. So I will have to do 2 doors, one on the biodome, one on the building. They should power each other. I shouldn't have to run a wire. If I have to, I have to, but I don't think I'm gonna need it to. Alright. Let's see. What I have to do now is I need to go around to all of them. I'm gonna overstuff these. There's gonna be 5 biodomes in one. There used to be a trick where you could use a corridor and it would reset the planting spots, but they took that out a long time ago. So the way I do it now is I glitch them in. Alright. I just want to make sure I got enough building parts. Set that there for now. And also, I'm gonna need a plant to glitch off of something. I got a bunch of frost work, don't I? Yeah. Alright, so glitch that in there. Alright. Now I'm gonna start all of these in the same spot. Well, these 2 in the same spot. The back one I'll have to pick a different spot, but just copy your floor, put it in your cache, come over here, and glitch in your floor. And I always come out an extra one. It just gives you more room for your wire. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. And, okay, I didn't mess it. Sometimes you can accidentally plant the plant. That's what you don't want. This one I'm just gonna do it off the side. It doesn't really matter where you start, you just want to make sure you do a complete circle. Alright, now that's all set. What you're gonna do is get a light floor, and you're gonna want it facing in this direction. You're gonna pull from here. And just do that. I'm just gonna do all 3 at the same time. Just do the setup. Alright, so that's all set. I'm gonna make a straight wire. I'll just do the reverse wire glitch right onto the light panel. Alright, that's all set. Now you gotta be careful with this one. You're gonna delete that floor that's on the inside. Same thing here. And here. Alright. Now you just copy your floor, put it right there, reverse wire glitch over to your straight wire. That's putting it directly in the middle of that planting spot. Do one more here. Alright. That's all there is to that. That's all set now. I'm going to put down a save point though. Save. Now this is going to be the difficult part. I'm going to do this inside. All I'm going to do is copy that Frostworth. Try to get back in the building without killing myself. Now all you're going to do is go to your next planting spot, do a reverse wire glitch, and just bring it back over that wire. You're just going to work your way all the way around doing that. Yeah, it's like this is how I do my biodomes on like on normal mode. If I do a stasis device farm, this is how I do all the biodomes. That way I only need like 10 biodomes to do everything. Right, you just want to make sure you've got all 16 planting spots done. You actually don't even have to do that last one. You can just go and connect them. That's one of them done. And you can do it from the outside too. Sometimes it's easier. The problem is if you're outside and you accidentally plant one of the plants, you have to go back inside and delete the plant. Just work your way right around. Sometimes you miss them, so you want to make sure you hit each spot. But sometimes you'll kind of lose spot of where you are. Just, you know, go out of your build menu and go back in. Alright, that should be the last one. So all I have to do is drag wire over and do the same thing on this biodome. And I always start in one direction, go all the way around, just so I don't lose place of where I am. I gotta mute for a second here. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. I'm freaking sneezing fit out of nowhere. So I shouldn't have put in so much pepper on my dinner. And if I lose sight of where I am, I always adjust my camera. That way you know for sure you're hitting the spot. See, normally I don't like to leave wires behind at builds because it counts towards your build total. But I do with these so that I know that they actually will grow no matter what. Because there were times where you could delete the wire and you'd be fine, and then they'll change something and you know, they'll do something in one of the updates and it breaks it so that the stuff doesn't work. So I always leave my wires behind now when I do these. I'll just pull that one over. Alright, and your biodomes are pretty much ready to be planted. I no longer need this. I do keep this wire behind. Actually, I won't need it. I'll be able to figure out where I am. Yeah, if you accidentally delete it, you can get it back. Just, you have to do the beginning process again. But it's easy to get back if you need to. And you can connect it anywhere. You know, as long as there's a wire there, you're good. Alright, so I just verify before I do anything. I just want to make sure I have a complete ring of wires. I should have done that before I deleted that outside wire, but I already know they're there. I'm just saying it for like instruction purposes. Just make sure you have a full ring of wires. And I find it easier. See, now these are in here, so no matter what, I can just put down a biodome and be good. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to delete these biodomes right out. Because I find it easier to, I find it easier to glitch them in without the biodome there. It just helps me keep track of counting. Because what I'm going to do is on each one of these, I'm going to plant 5 NipNip. Except for that one in the back, which is over here. Okay. Try to figure out what direction I'm facing. Yeah, on these two, these are going to be all NipNip. So there's going to be 5 on each one of these connection points. And sometimes when you go to plant them, you see how you have 2 different directions there. It's not going to matter which one you glitch on, so there's nothing to worry about there. So I am going to call in my freighter. Hopefully. Alright. I don't know if it's going to let me plant directly or if I'm going to have to transfer that. Okay, it'll let me plant directly, so. Alright, I'm going to do a save. I'm going to step out for a couple seconds here. I gotta blow my nose now that I did all that sneezing. So, go take care of that. I'm gonna grab some more ice, toss in my drink here. Alright, I will be back in like 5 minutes. So it just dawned on me too. I was thinking of another recipe that I could make. That's an easy one. The other one, I was thinking about doing a liquid explosive, but I'm also gonna do another living glass farm because that relies only on plants as well, and it's another easy one to unlock at the beginning. So yeah, living glass. Just gonna be lubricant and yeah, this lubricant. All right, so I'm gonna need even more PCM. So I'm gonna I'll just do that off stream, but get all that stuff together. I think I have gamma root already. I should have plenty of gamma root, I would think. But that would be a small farm. That will only be probably like 32 or something like that. I gotta work out my numbers. See how much stuff I actually have. Oh, I do need. I have enough gamma root to do one. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch of gamma root, but I can whip that up with uranium. Should have a bunch of uranium in here somewhere. Ugh. Oh, that's pyrite. Oh, yeah, I know I have uranium somewhere. I have a farm for it anyway. I'll have to get a bunch of that together, make up gamma root. So, try to do that sometime this week. Because some of these farms, there's really nothing at them, so I want to have different things people can craft that they can do early game. So all I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm confident in my glitching. If you're not too confident in it, what I would say is do one at a time, do a whole circle. You'll know when you glitch them in. If you watch the animation here, you'll see a little bit of a puff that appears down at the bottom. You know, that's how you know that it actually planted. What I would suggest, do one at a time, and then, you know, do a save or whatever, and then just repeat it until you have all the plants you need. But I've done this enough that I'm just going to put 5 in each spot, and just work my way around. That way I'm getting all 5 done at once. So I'm actually going to mute for this, because it's just going to be me rambling, or, you know, every time I miss a glitch, I don't want to say something that would be offensive. So yeah, I'm just going to do 5 here all the way around, and do the same thing on this side. So this should go pretty quick. I don't miss too many of them. So yeah, I'm just going to mute for a little bit until that's done. Okay, so that's one side done. On this last one, I weren't sure if I had already planted a plant there or not. I weren't sure how many were there. So what I did was I deleted what was there so that I knew for sure I had 5. So that's what I do there, just so I double check myself and make sure I have the correct amount. So I got one side done. I always do a save in between them because I don't want to have to replant them all again. And what I'll do is go over and do the same thing over here. So it goes pretty quick. It all depends on, you know, how good your glitching is. Once you get in the rhythm of it, it goes really quick. So I'm gonna jump back into mute here. Alright, so those ones are done. That should be 160 NipNip. Now I do want to see how much Fecium I can plant. I can only do 19, so what I'm going to do is do a save here. I'm going to head up to my, I think I'm just going to do it right from my freighter. I got a bunch of refiners there, I can just do it up there. Now actually, now that those are actually planted, I think I'm just going to throw in my landing pad now. Just so it's out of the way. That way I don't have to keep jumping down on the ground or anything. And I put my window thing over there. I'm just gonna make this one green, I guess. Make my building the same. Alright. Now there. Now that those are planted on the wire, they'll start growing right away. So I mean, if I come back here in 4 hours, they'll all be ready to be picked. But I'm going to run up to my freighter. I'm going to go make some Thesium. That looks like my frigates are back too. I hate it when it does this. I just moved the friggin' thing. I don't know why the game does this. Still can't, come on. Try flying in now. You know what? Reload. I don't know why the game does that stuff. It pisses me off whenever it does it. As like you get stuck there, you can't go anywhere. I'll just kind of fly off at a different angle and go from there. Alright. And I'm still falling through the floor. They're not gonna fix that, but they'll fix a bunch of dumb shit nobody cares about. I've only done, what, like 2 or 3 Zendesk reports on it so far. Let's see here, see if I can actually get to my freighter this time. Alright, looking better now. So I'm gonna need at least 800 Thesium. I'm probably gonna do a bunch up though. That way people can plant 30, you know, at least 32. I'm pretty sure the grow time on that's 4 hours as well. So head on up here. Give me a chance to look at my frigates too. I know what they need. Take on that. Oh, still got this here. So, Thesium, and I'm just gonna take. Well, yeah, I'll take all of it. And some oxygen. Just set some of these going. The thing is, I don't know which oxygen I'm pulling from now, because they keep changing stuff. I don't want to grab the oxygen that's at the top of my suit. I want to grab the stuff at the bottom. Get some of these going. So put that little bit in here too. Do it all. Only 16, but if I can get triple that, it won't be too bad. Yeah, I'm not used to using these things. You want me to do everything at my base? Should be done. Already got quite a bit. This goes pretty quick. But the base is pretty much done. I just gotta plant this Fecium and put in a short-range teleporter. It's pretty much done. Maybe do a little bit of decorating around it. Yeah, at least I'll know I have some extra now. Yeah, that's one thing you always miss at the when you go to these farms that have a bunch of NipNip. They never put any Fecium in there for people to plant their own. Oh, I'm gonna make a call too. Yeah, I'm gonna end up being on mute here for a few minutes. Sorry about that. Here. I wanted to make a little bit more Mordite too. I know I didn't have very much in my container here. So, go ahead and put this stuff away. I don't have to worry about taking it with me, so... Yeah, as you see, I just used up a good amount of my NipNip down there. So I'm gonna... stick it down here, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna sell off all this other stuff. I don't need it. Alright. See what this is. Okay, these are only good to sell. I thought you could use these for something. Put that in here. No, it doesn't do anything. I'll just sell that off too. See, they screwed up the orders when you do stuff. I wish they didn't change this. I don't know why they changed this. Alright. The other junk in here I don't need. Convergence cubes. I shouldn't need those. Do something with that salvage glass too. I think I already got some of my storage containers. Same thing with that. Alright, at least I didn't put it in here. Alright. Head back down. Actually, I could just warp down. Yeah, if I warp down, my ship will be right there too. Oh. I wanted to get these out of the way. Come on. Bunch of junk in that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of redo this freighter a little bit. I got extra stuff here I don't really need. Alright, all types of junk now. I bet it put all these relics in here. Yep. I don't know why he does that. Why doesn't it put it right in my freighter? It only does it with the relics. It doesn't do it with anything else. Weird. Take a quick look here. Right, carbon I'm good on. I do need nitrogen, salt. Dirty bronze, if that's in there. What's that? See, I would just transfer it over, but I'm not sure if I already have a bunch of this stuff. I don't want to end up with like 5 stacks of crap I don't need. Aronium, I'm pretty sure I'm good on that. That's I got 20, that's plenty. Pretty sure I don't need anything else. Fusion accelerant. Yeah, I will keep those. definitely. Eventually I'll go through and sell all that stuff that I want to put in my storage. I know I have some of this somewhere. Yeah, right there. Oh, okay, got some antimatter. I need to make up a bunch of this, too. Alright. Salt I don't need. That I can actually bring to a decent, or, to, certain system type and sell for a profit. More NipNip. Alright. Actually, conversion cubes, I should actually hold on to those. I know I just sold some off. But this is one of those other things that you never know when you're going to need it. I don't think I've ever actually used one for anything, so... Alright. Just sell off this other junk. Some of these I could actually use to turn into other things. I have plenty of money, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna sell it. I know I've got some of that. Alright. So, let's teleport back down there. I don't think I named this base at all. So. Sentinel Pillar, I'm pretty sure this is the base I was just at. Alright, so I'm just going to do 2 of the gut rot on each of these. I don't want to use up all of my, don't want to use up all my Thesium. And it grows back every 4 hours, so people can always come back and grab more of it. So I'm just going to do 2 on each of these. Yeah, I figured that would get people going. They can be enough Thesium here to do 2 biodomes. So yeah, and I was thinking about all that gamma weed I need to get. What I might actually do is just go to my other living glass farm and just get all of the gamma weed I'm gonna need over there. Might be the quickest, fastest way to do it. So do that a couple times, I'll have everything I need. So these bases are pretty quick to put together once you do them a few times. Learn how things work. It doesn't take long at all to put together. So go over here, do a save, and hopefully I don't have to move my ship. Do a save, and I'm just going to put in my biodomes. It'll snap right to that. It should snap right to that. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink this. Will that snap? That will snap, okay. What I'm gonna have to do is cache my biodome and then glitch it in. Why do I always miss the first one? It's like every time. Alright. So those should all line right up. And that should be good to go. So now I'll just do the same thing for the other two biodomes. Yeah, having that wire there must throw off the collision or something. So get all these glitched in. I knew there was a reason that I wanted to have these under it. That was the reason. I'm so used to putting a corridor and then a door, but I want to make it so people can grab stuff real quick, don't have to really walk around much. Alright, so... And I'm just going to use the metal doors for this part. All I do is I put in one, and then just don't even move my cursor. Put in the second one. I'm gonna have to move my cursor a little bit. Ah, that one's okay. See, biodomes only open on 3 sides, it won't open on 4. So I need to remove this biodome. And when I do that, all my plants are probably gonna disappear. I didn't take that into account. See, I know that's gonna disappear, so what I'm gonna do is... What am I looking for here? I'm going to put in a corridor so it holds the placement of this. I'm going to delete that. Alright, now all those plants disappeared. So I'm going to have to go in and replant all those. I want to make sure this other side's okay first. So, go back over here. Where are my doors? Wrong menu. Actually, I can check it right here before I even do anything. No. Alright, 1 door, 2 doors. Alright, so that side's fine. So, alright, so those are all good. I'm just going to do a save. Just in case something happens. So that's going to hold the place. So I want to kind of... See, when I bring this in, one of these sides isn't going to let me put a door in. So I'm just trying to figure out... I'm looking for which way these things rotate. Yeah, what happened is whatever orientation I had on this cube, it's moved. You know, like right now it's up and down. So I want to make sure that this is going in the same orientation. So right now I can't put that door there. So when I pick this up, and I'm gonna flip it around. Now if I go to put in yeah, what am I thinking? When I go to put in my door, hopefully it snaps there this time. No, still doesn't want to. Flip it again. It still doesn't want to. Alright, there we go. Now that should be open. Alright. So now that I know the orientation I need, what I'll do is I'll put these here. And hopefully, when I go to put one in now, I gotta put that there. Hopefully, I can open this. Yeah. It'll open now. So, I'm just gonna leave these here as kind of like a guide right now. But hopefully, I don't have to replant all that crap again. At least I don't have to do too many of them. So go and replant these. I somehow got a mission done. I don't know how that happened. There must be a predator right next to me. Killing other animals. At least there's only 32 things to plant here, so not too bad. Alright, so those are all set. Now I'm going to do a save first, just in case something does go wrong over there. I don't like to replant things 3 times. So, my biodome. It's not going to want me to plant again. Alright. Alright. Try something here. Pointing left, that's up and down. See if I can flip that around. Switch it in. Now hopefully that door will snap on this time. Yep, there we go. And there's my second door. So now I should be able to pass through there. Now I have a feeling that when I delete these corridors, those that Thesium might delete out. I'm actually waiting until I'm actually waiting until the peace thing disappears, so that I don't see any Thesium get deleted. Alright. Everything should be good there. I thought for sure those 3 plants were gonna delete out. Unless I got lucky, I guess. Alright. Now I'm probably gonna need to build... Is it carbon nanotubes? Oh, no. For some reason I keep thinking I need nanotubes for these things. I'm gonna have this thing countersink into the floor a little. So, how do I do that? Delete that right out. That. I'm probably gonna glitch this and go in the wrong direction because I never ever get this thing right. Yeah, like I was saying. Well, maybe 3 times a charm. There we go. That way it's kind of sinking into the floor a little bit. And I'll probably just leave these powered right up too. Really no reason to put a proximity switch on them. Alright. Quick save. I might as well just put in my teleport cable. That's done. Try to make this look a little bit presentable. Even though I'm gonna put a wire hider, but sometimes wire hiders don't work. So with this, a lot of times I go into free placement so that I can pull things down, and I'll go back into snap placement. And try to be somewhere around here. Just to make it look a little bit cleaner. And I'll probably actually just extend these down. That way it's got a little bit of support. See, I'm not really worried about using up too many parts, so I don't mind making things look a little nicer. Quick save. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be powered up. I think I'll just pull power from here. And back over to my power hotspot. Oh, yeah, my ship's going to be in the way. Kind of get my power down a little bit lower than this. That way it's not showing at my base. So I'll terminate it there, and then connect right away. Start walking this across. should end like any second here. Alright, do a termination point there. Should be able to reach it without putting another wire down. While I'm here though, I do want to check just to make sure if I need to put in a teleporter back there also. So I just want to know how much power I'm already pulling. I should be pulling more than enough power. So yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of power. I do just want to verify that all those biodomes are working though. Ooh, that could have been bad. I thought for sure I was going to go off the edge there. Alright. Looks like the biodomes are all good. Oh, actually, no. I don't think that back one's working. Oh, it is. Alright. It just looks red for some reason. Let me actually go in here and make sure. Yeah, that's weird. It's got a little bit of a red glow to it. Alright, so these are all going to be fine. Alright, so I'm just going to run back out here. I'm going to delete that battery and get these floors out of here. This will be all done. I'm pretty far out here. I definitely want to make sure to be extra careful of deleting my wire here, because I don't want to have to rerun it. I think I'm just going to leave that cube there too. Get rid of that wire because I know I'm not going to need it. Yeah, when I delete stuff like this, I always, you know, I'm on this one, I always go one in front, and I always just, take them like that. I don't stretch my camera super far or anything when I do this. Especially when I'm out on a platform like this, because if you get hit by anything, you're gonna go flying towards the ground, so. And also if you go and you use the camera exploit, sometimes you'll glitch through whatever you're standing on. So you don't want to stretch that out too far. It doesn't happen a lot anymore, but it does happen from time to time. Like if you have a really long stretch, you know, if you're trying to stretch out like 500 units or something, the game will de-render whatever you're standing on. So I'm just being extra careful, watching my wire. Because it would suck to have to rehook this thing up. As you see right now, my wire, for a second there, was missing. It snapped back on. So, Just want to make sure you stay far enough away from that. And it will do that with everything. It'll do it on your supply pipe too. I think it has something, it's a rendering issue. So. Alright. One more thing of them here. Yeah, it's like visitors that come here, they probably won't even notice that power source out there, so there's no reason to make it look all fancy. If the power source was closer, then I would try to dress it up a little bit, but not really worth it. And I'm just going to put my wire hider over here also. Stick it right down here. That way it's out of the way. And that's pretty much the base. What I'll do is put my computer up here. I'm gonna put my computer here. I think I will put some carbon planters here though too. That can always be really helpful. Stick that there. And I've got to pop out for a few minutes here. Got medications I gotta take, so it won't be a few minutes, but yeah, that's pretty much the base. I do have to put down a teleporter also, so. Alright, I'll be back in probably about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, now you can't see those wires on the ground either, so it's always nice. Trying to think of what I wanted to do here. Do a save before I screw this up, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these light blocks back out when I use them. Yeah, I always try to, actually, how many carbon planters can I make? Oh, I can make 166 of them. I got plenty. I try to make things somewhat exact if I can. So I might put a bunch of carbon planters. Fairly straight. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because that where it says small ally wall, it kind of covers up the edge. I think that looks straight enough. I think that'll be alright. I don't know how many of these things I can get in a spot. Actually, I don't care about dressing it up too much. I can just use light blocks, I think. I know it's going to be tilted a little bit. It's never perfectly straight doing it that other way. I use these. Can I put these under? Okay, I can. I should be able to delete these when I'm done. It looks good. So, let's stick one of these over here. Just want to put in the first one because I don't know. Actually, those might overlap too much. Oh, the good thing is I have one in place already, so I can kind of gauge it. Why can I never glitch in the first thing? Like every time. The timing's a little bit different for pretty much everything, so... Oh, that's totally not what I want. That's right, these things come in at a different angle. Actually, that might be okay though. I might be able to just glitch right off the connection point. Yeah, that's gonna overlap too much. Tell already. Yeah, I want to go every other. Alright. So I'll just take out that center one. Yeah, that'll look alright. You want to change the color and texture first, though. Alright. Now the tricky part is glitching on the right one. I want to glitch on the lower connector. there'll be 12 of those. Some extra carbon. So just run a wire between those two. Run a wire down to there. Alright, and those are all powered up. Alright. I'd like to offer a couple little freebie things. Where are these? New players may not have. Actually, let me do a save real quick too. I'm going to try to do something similar over here. Wait, how do these have a funny orientation when you glitch them in. And I never get it right the first time. Okay, so I'm going to want my connector to point. Actually, how many can I make? I can do 13. So I want my connector to be like this. I'll do the same thing. I'll move my box underneath. See, with these crates, if you put them in the same spot, you get the same item. So what I want is, I think condensed carbon is probably the best thing you can get out of them. Microprocessors work too, so I'm going to put a few of these here. I want to double check these, so I should get 3 microprocessors. Yep, alright. That's good to have. I'm going to try to do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to do a save. Just to experiment. I'll probably end up reloading here, but I want to see what the barrel fabricator will give me. And antimatter housing, so that's really no good. So I want to find a spot where it'll give me antimatter. So try to move it this way. The bad thing is you can't really tell until you kind of experiment with it a little bit. So, grab a barrel fabricator. And still build 10 of them if I need to. What I want is, I want to get antimatter out of these barrels. Okay, there we go. Got it first time. Let's get rid of that. I'll put down 5 of these. Come on. double check them just to make sure. Alright. So I got lucky both times on that. I am going to do 2 more of these. So it'll be 5 and 5. Alright, so 5 microprocessors and 5 antimatter. The antimatter housings you can just make, they're nice and cheap, so antimatter's a little bit different though. Alright. Should double check these, microprocessor. Good. That never works that easy. A lot of times you're stuck there for like 15 minutes just to find the right placement. And make sure this thing's gonna work. Looks good. I was gonna try to decorate it up a little bit, which I might end up doing. Can I pick that phosphor already? Yep, good. I'll take that with me. Do a quick save, and I gotta run out here for a minute. I gotta see my roommate for a second. I will be right back. Alright, let's see here. See if I can dress this up a little bit more. Maybe add some light or something. To put maybe some of those flaming barrels in here or something just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I'll just bring that back and I won't need it. I was thinking about trying to glitch them down a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Just do something like that where they're buried in the wall a little bit. I'm just sliding it in until I see that back piece disappear. There we go. Give it a little bit of light. I wonder if I can do anything with those new posters. This one looks pretty cool. this here. Oh, it's weird. It's letting me snap there. Oh, it's because I have those stairs. Alright. Shouldn't let me snap here, though. Alright. If I do this. Actually, I'm going to drop that down. I don't even know if this is going to work. Let's try something different. I wonder if I can put a poster behind this thing. I could probably just put it right on a wall, but I don't know if the collision's gonna screw me up or not. Trying to make sure I'm in the middle here. Of course, I can't see up and down now. I have a feeling this poster might disappear when I delete that wall, but I'm not sure. It looks like it's pretty well centered. Try that out. Yeah, that don't look too bad. Now is it gonna disappear when I delete this wall, though? Yep. Ah, dang it. Why can't we have nice things? You might be able to do it with one of these, though. There we go. Gotta think out of the box sometimes. Yeah, fancy it up a little bit. I do like these new posters. Before I screw anything up, I'm going to do a save. And let's see. I'm going to want that. And where is it? This thing. I'm gonna glitch this in two different orientations. What I'm paying attention to is the thin and the thick side of the top, so I'm doing the thick side first. Now come over here, copy that. Now get the thin side. The thin side was already selected, so I'm just flipping it around again. Glitch it in. There, now it's going both ways. Get rid of that. But before I leave it like that, I want to walk through it just to make sure I can actually get past it. And everything looks good. Alright. Yeah, because there's nothing more disappointing than you get right here and then you can't walk down the stairs because there's something in your way. I just barely fit, too, so... Alright. You can do a lot of just little detail things, kind of dress up something that's kind of a boring base, you know. Like I like to use plants a lot to kind of dress things up. There's really not all that much I can really do down here. Disrupt because I can't look at this thing straight on either. So, trying to kind of eyeball the center, kind of work my way over. Something like that to make it look a little bit different. Exit. Yeah, there's really not all that much more I can really do down here, so I'm just glad all this power's working. I didn't know if it would work like that or not. All I would have to do is run wire to them anyway, and they'd be fine. Alright, do a quick save. I do need to put in a teleporter, but I'm gonna shrink it down. And teleporters are just too freaking big. I'll go... Oh. Actually. Go about 2.5. I'm not gonna bother measuring it out. I'll know it when I go to put it in there if it's too small or too big, so... I wish these were a little bit smaller, though. If you do go to resize, sometimes stuff like this, because you can only have one of them there, well, you're only supposed to have one of them. When you go to move it, it likes to resize itself. Yeah, even when you go into free placement, it likes to. What you can do is copy your cabinet, go to push down to go into free placement, then cancel out, and then go to move this, and it will be locked in free placement. That's one way you can get around that. Because it's annoying, you go to drag this in here and it keeps resizing itself. I'm just going to stick this in the corner. Get rid of... Actually, I'm going to put a storage container also. I'm going to want it in this corner though. And color this thing, I guess. Let's go with black. And I like to have the storage containers on Permadeath especially, mainly, you know, just in case you can't get your freighter here. Because I think this is a red system. Oh no, it is yellow. Okay. Okay, that's a lot better then. I thought this was a red system. But it is good to have these storage containers, just as an option. I was going to say, in case you can't get your freighter here or something, you don't have the hyperdrive for it yet. It's going to be too big. It's bigger than I want. So, bring this down a little bit. And if you're trying to fit all this stuff in a building, and you just don't have room for it, your storage containers can actually go right outside. In case you're not familiar with it, you can just... I thought they snapped. I always thought they snapped to your landing pad. I think they used to. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Alright, that might still be a little too big. Yeah, I want to go a little bit smaller on that. Yeah, that looks better.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And while I'm here, do I have enough to make a medium refiner? Yep, I can make 3 of them, so I'm just going to leave this thing full size. It's always good to have a refiner on hand. And a terminal, which a lot of times I'll just put right above my save. I just make sure that I can interact with both of them without any issues. If there was an issue, I would put it over my storage container, which might look pretty good there. Now it looks not that great. That's pretty much a basic setup for all of this stuff. Yeah, whenever I have somebody visit these bases, I like for them to be able to get extra free stuff. You know, they might not be able to get the antimatter right away, but eventually they'll be able to unlock it. So. Alright, I'm just gonna toss this stuff right in my container, I guess, for now. Like freighter. Oh, they went down here. Alright. I should have had a couple antimatter. Oh, there they are. Toss those in my freighter. Alright, so I think that's gonna pretty much do it for this base. Yeah, see how earlier I didn't know what oxygen I was pulling from? I was pulling from the wrong thing of oxygen. I don't know why they changed that, but I really don't like it. I'm gonna continue to complain about it until they fix it. Got one of these things hanging around now. Alright. Run out here, change the name.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
With this, I'm gonna try to put in the quantity, so people don't show up with like 2 open slots and end up not being able to get a bunch of it. Be 164 hours. And I also want to make sure to mention that there's a grave. So, alright, so that's all set. A little screenshot here, and do an upload. I always make sure this thing's connected, so it should be good. Check this mission thing, see if all of these are done. Yeah, I must have had a predator around me when I was building, because I haven't killed any animals since I picked these bounties up. I abandoned the search on that. So what I do like to do though is I like to teleport out of this base up to the space station that's here, and then warp back down just to make sure all that stuff's working. I'm gonna run up here. I'm gonna step out a couple minutes, use the bathroom and grab a drink, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'll warp up here, cash out these missions, see if there's any new ones to pick up. Oh. And in missions. Alright. Kill some more animals. The rest of it I don't need. Should probably try to learn some of these words while I'm messing around. Grab a few here and there. I got two gifts right next inside each other. Try to catch a picture of that. There we go, that's better. Ain't that a thing of nightmares? You gotta have a little bit of fun in photo mode. Alright. Talk to this dude. This guy probably wants to be at my base, right? No? Good. Alright. Enough of that. So, head back down to my base. I just like to make sure I warp in and out of areas okay. Hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to get a screenshot that actually works. I just realized I should have turned down my SFX while I'm here too. Got to turn it down when I was scanning for hotspots. Alright, do that now so I don't forget. Because that's really loud for me. I'm not sure how it sounds on stream, but pretty loud. And I do want to grab a quick screenshot of this. Might end up using it as a thumbnail. Alright. Good enough. Alright. So, I think I'm good here. I'm gonna try to just do another upload. That way, hopefully get a screenshot to stick. Alright. Now, I'm gonna end up doing a liquid explosive farm and a living glass farm. I think I'm gonna put one on the lush planet and one on the toxic planet. But I want to go over to that airless world again and see if I can find a better location. It's nice having that larval farm there, but that's gonna require a good amount of stretching. And sometimes those farms don't work. Sometimes the biological horrors sometimes get out of them. So I don't know if I really actually want to do that or not. What I'm thinking is if I can find another crashed ship here that has a rusted metal hotspot around it, I'd rather use that. If I can get rusted metal and cobalt in the same one, would be really nice. And then what I can do is also do a base with all the different plant types of Biodome Beach. Would be nice to be able to do here too. So, see if I can trigger one here. It might not send me to a crash ship on this planet. It's gonna send me to a different planet. That's what I was afraid of. I'm gonna try to do another one. Oh, took that map right away. Alright. I think that's gonna be, oh, thought for sure it was gonna be pointing right at my base. It's right close to it though. Yeah, I think it's that same spot. I thought it was going to be a little further away than that. Well, at least it's a crashed A class, which is a big bonus. Oh. Okay. So that distress beacon. Jump out here so this one clears. I'll try to scan from here again. Being in my ship, it may have wanted to send me somewhere else. When you're on the ground, you know it's going to scan that planet, so. Alright, that's a distress beacon. Alright. See what that ship is. I thought for sure it was going to tell me the same spot again. 8 minutes away. See, I don't mind bringing over my other Permadeath Save to help colonize this a little bit. So it's not really a big deal. Alright, got a fighter here this time. This is probably going to be a B class, if I remember right. Yep, B class. Alright, got a gas. Alright, got something over here. Yeah, worst comes to worst, if I can get gas and cobalt over here, I can use that other location on my other save to do the plant farm or something like that. Okay, I got cobalt. Gas over there. I have electric right in front of me. How far away is my ship? 500 units. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna try to play this little safe here. I'm gonna go the opposite side of my ship. See if I get a hot spot over there. So I don't want to have to stretch a massive amount in one direction. Like these airless planets, they're nice and easy to get around. Alright, got something over here. Yeah, because if I can use these two locations, there'll be an A-class ship and a B-class ship. And people can scrap. You know, with that living glass farm, if people don't have the recipes for living glass, they can at least make a bunch of glass. Because you end up unlocking that blueprint pretty early, so one of the first things you get from your, you know, expanding your base quest or whatever. Okay, we got copper. Game does not want to give me hotspots I need. That was already kind of far away from my ship. Yeah, that would have been pretty much at my boundary. Go over here a little bit off this way. Wait for that thing to stop picking up that hot spot. Okay, it's picking up cobalt, so yeah. I'm gonna end up getting rid of this location. I'll do is I'll scan for another crash site. Hopefully it'll give me one. I do want to grab this though. I don't even know if it's worth grabbing these. I think I have everything. It's probably just going to give me a do send out an alert and see what happens. Oh, increase my standing. Oh, two different ones. Alright, so blow another map here. That's the good thing about having the freighter and abandoned building and all that stuff already marked. It's just going to give me distress beacons from now on until I go and clear them out. Haven't found one of these yet. Oh, we got a little cave over here too. Alright, what do we have? Alright, B-class. At least it's symmetrical. Got electric, got an A-class. Maybe this is the one. I like it when things are nice and close. Oh, went too far. Okay, got rusted metal. There we go. power close. The rusted metal can be really good to get too, even though I get all my ferrite dust by shooting the ground, but some people like to use the rusted metal. You can always sell it too. It doesn't sell for a lot or anything, but it's always one more thing you can just kind of get rid of. Just want to kind of scan around a little bit, see if there's any buildings or anything. I'm not seeing much of anything. Alright. So we do have rusted metal here. So it's an A class too. Where was my power? I'm gonna head in the direction of my power, and hopefully I can find another mineral hotspot over here. Alright, in this general area, and it's still picking up rusted metal. Alright, well, I'll go scan my electric. Scanned. And how far away? Okay, that's 300 units. I'm gonna go this way until this thing resets. Hopefully it's not too much longer. There we go. I didn't realize this was a binary system. Okay. Yep, the one over here. This might be too far away. Another rusted metal. Alright. I'll head back and see if I can find something on the other side. Well, what I'll do is I'll wait till I get about 400 away. Then I'll go off to the right-hand side. See if anything pops up over there. So, yeah, this should be far enough. Over towards this way. Pretty far away here. There we go. Where the heck's my ship? I can see my freighter. There it is. That's it. Yeah, that's that rusted metal. Alright. Alright, there's something directly in front of me. This may be too far away. Alright, that's gonna be, call it 400. Yeah, that's gonna be too far away. I don't want to stretch that much, even if it is cobalt. So my other option is going to be to go past that rusted metal hotspot, which is going to be right there. I don't like to have, I'm not a fan of having both mineral hotspots on the same side like that. Ooh. Is that what I think it is? It is. Okay, we found our spot. Alright. This is a score. Alright. This is where we're gonna build. How far away is my ship from there? Alright. So... the question is... I'm gonna put a marker here, because I don't want to lose these. Alright, I'll be able to get rusted metal, curious deposits. And I would like to find another curious deposit here. Yeah, all I have is this thing unlocked. I think I just have to make the bays for these. I'm just going to do it on foot. What I want to do is, because I know there's a curious deposit there, and they tend to grow north-south, so I'm going to go directly south right now and try to make a loop around, see if I can find another deposit. I just happen to see those out of the side of my eye. I'm like, ooh, that's perfect. And nothing yet. How far away am I from that? 700. Yeah, if you find another one, they're typically around 700 or 800 units away. So all I'm going to do is make a big circle around that. And hopefully find a second deposit. Yeah, normally I go out about 800 units and just make a big circle. Being on an airless planet, it makes it a lot easier. You just have to be mindful of your jetpack. Like, I have enough mobility that I can pretty much just stay in the air most of the time. Scan around. Yeah, that was just a massive score, because being able to find runaway mold early on can make a huge difference to your playthrough. Sadly, the refiners probably won't work, but hopefully people have medium refiners at their bases. 'Cause you have to get kind of close to those curious deposits for them to show up now. But now that I know they're there... Yeah, now that I know they're there, I have a general idea of where more of them should be. Except none of them are showing up. Still 500 units, so I can go this way a little bit more. It would be nice to have two different collection points. But what people can do is they can just harvest them, fly away, come back, and harvest again. Not like the end of the world if you can't find two deposits. And that was a good sized deposit back there too. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna be stuck with just one deposit for now. But at least I know they do spawn on this planet.
Life support power low.
I'll make my way back. I think I'm probably gonna end up calling it a night here coming up. Got like another 5 minutes and I gotta jump off, get ready for tomorrow. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll probably drop a base computer around here. I might just put in a teleporter so people can teleport over to the ship if they want it. Let's see here. I got the ship and I also have... Yeah. I hate it when this stuff overlaps each other. Okay, there's the runaway mold. Okay, there it is. I have that to look at too. I've got some vortex cubes and stuff too. Alright. Yeah, I'll have a collection base over there. I have... how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 11. I'll do like a little collection point down here. I'll wall this in. I'll probably put the landing pad here too. I'll have people land here, put in a teleporter. That'll bring people over there. I'll have my rusted metal, which I'll probably just feed into a silo that's on the landing pad with a few medium refiners. So I think that's going to be the plan. But I'm going to hold off on dropping a base computer. I want to take a closer look at this before I start to actually build. I think I'm going to call it a night here. And so I'll use this for rusted metal and mold. And then with my other account I'll log in and I'll find that other spot. I'll use that for cobalt and I'll try to do like a try to use that abandoned building for larval cores. Do something with that too. So, but I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I appreciate everybody popping by and checking it out. Got one base done, so because I'm not even sure what this stuff sells for. That NipNip is under building parts, farming. Okay. Oh, it doesn't give you a total. That's right. Should be able to see it in here though. Okay, so roughly 47 times, what is it, 160 of those? Oh, I put in the wrong friggin' thing here. 47,000 times 160. Yeah, like 7.5 million. So, not bad for, you know, hopping in for a few minutes and hitting a button. So, that would be what, well, 7 million every 4 hours, so that's pretty decent. So, but I'm gonna jump on out. Thanks guys for swinging in, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.